Shalom, Kahala Yahal, Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, so this lesson is going into, here we are at the end, all right, and you can tell if you're being a watchman, okay, you know exactly where we're at, but we got to let the newcomers, if you will, the last ones to come in, we got to let them know what is about to happen. All right, warn them from me. Okay, so this is Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel of the kingdom, good news of the kingdom, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right. Here's how we know that we're at the end, okay? Because whatever's going on with Kanye and Kyrie, all right, is pushing this thing into the mainstream, and it's not going away. In previous years, right, they would say something, they would say their little chant of anti whatever, and then they take it off of the mainstream. They disappear it. This time they're not disappearing it. This time they're going the full apology tour, the full, uh, they're keeping it in the mainstream right now, letting you know what that this is an opportunity for Jake to look into this and see what's going on. What is it doing? It's waking up the people, and that's the word. That when they go and they search it out, right? They're going to wake up and find out, oh, this is about me. And that is the kingdom being preached in all the world. You got people all over the world right now. What is Kanye saying? Right? Why are they doing this? Why is this? It keeps coming out, but now it's staying here. All right. Well, that means that this gospel is being preached in all the world for a witness. All right. Letting you know how close we are to the end. So let's look at some of this rhetoric. All right, this is 10 days ago, ABC News. What's behind America's increase in whatever this is? They're making this up, okay? They're making it up, and they're pushing their agenda. So the more the truth comes out, the more they have to fight against it. And you can't do anything against the truth but for it. Let's get that. Let's see. Still. Let me see. All right, 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Okay? What does that mean? NIV. For we cannot do anything against the truth, but only for the truth. For we cannot oppose the truth, but must always stand for the truth. It means that whatever you do, okay, bad or good, whatever this devil tries to do, bad or good, right? Like all they're doing is drawing attention. Here it is, they're labeling us, right, against ourselves, right? But what are they doing? Now people are finding out what this actually means, okay? And if you go to the land of Israel itself, okay, you got those Arabs down there calling themselves Hamites, calling themselves Philistines, which they're not. But what's going on over there? Well, there's a genocidal campaign to move those people off the land, all right? And those Arabs over there are this word. They are Uh, Helen Thomas, I am Semitic. Okay, I'm a Palestinian. I am Semitic. So who? And they're over there. Somebody's over there getting killed with a rock and a stick in their hand. And whoever's doing that, if you're killing those Semites, what are you? You're this. Okay, so who is this and who is not this? All right, so the truth is coming out. So let's watch this, because this is their campaign against us, right? That is going to expose them, because you can't do anything against the truth but for it.
This show of hate, I'm joined by Elizabeth Newman, former Assistant Secretary for the Department.
Let me get the top of it.
This show of hate, I'm joined by Elizabeth Newman, former Assistant Secretary for the Department of Homeland Security and ABC News contributor. Elizabeth, how shocking is it to see banners flown from a freeway overpass in a major American city spreading these kind of messages of hate?
It really is heartbreaking to see, and yet not surprising. We have been in the middle of an uptick in anti-Semitic activity. We saw the Goyim Defense League doing stickering, which is similar to the activities we were reporting on. And they've been doing that quite frequently for the last few years. So this is just their latest effort. But certainly what Kanye is doing is bringing amplification to it that is rather disgusting and likely will result in violence. We just don't know where or when.
Yeah, no, we do know where or when. The violence is going to come from the top, from the people that call themselves us, okay, and are not, but do lie. They're going to come after us. That's where it's coming from. So we read right through this. They're coming after us who haven't done anything to anybody. We haven't hung anybody from a tree. We haven't shot anybody in the back while they're handcuffed. We know what this is going to result in. You're setting it up. You're going to come in like a flood. All right? So let's get a couple of scriptures right now. Okay? So, and she said, what Kanye is doing is amplifying this. Well, he wouldn't be amplifying anything if you kept it off the air. So what are you doing? Okay? Here's what you're doing. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Okay? When the enemy, we're going to find out who that is by name, shall come in like a flood. So the enemy is coming in like a flood. That's what this is. They're using these people too, but this is the enemy right here. That's the enemy. They're coming in like, they're using their television, the media, to come in like a flood right now. Okay, and they're setting us up. They don't care about the people that are on their side, see? They don't care about this. That's not a threat to them. The threat is the men of the Lord, right? They're setting us up. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Here's what is about to happen. That standard, okay, where we'll be able to protect ourselves, okay? But here's the point. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, we're here. When? Okay? Now, who's the enemy? Let's get them by name. Let's get the enemy by name. And see, this is why this devil is mad, because we can use the scriptures to identify who everybody is and what they're actually doing. Okay? Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O God. I'm going to read it verbatim. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. So God is who we're talking about. For lo, thine enemy. Oh, God has enemies? Wait, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Oh, so we're dealing with the enemies of God and the enemies of God's people. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, God's enemies hate him. And if they hate God, right, then naturally, right, they hate God's people. God has enemies that hate him. Read on. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Who is God's people? Israel. Right? Israel. The true Israelites. Okay? The enemies of God hate him and his people. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Why are they hidden? Right? Well, they're not hidden no more because Kanye's bringing it out. We've been bringing it out for years, but now the Most High is using this Kanye to bring this truth out into the open. And they can't hide it no more. They know it. So they're trying to take action and do this. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay, now it names them off. And here's who is accusing us right now. The tabernacles of Edom. Okay, and Amalek. Well, the Amalekites are Edomites as well, but it named them specifically. So the people that are saying anti-Semite are the Amalekites. So when we go back, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, okay, when the Amalekites, right, shall come in like a flood, this is what they're doing. Now, let's watch another one of the Amalekites coming in like a flood. They're coming to get us. Okay? And it's going to step this thing all the way up. It's going to go to the next level. All right, let's go here. And here's what they're doing. I think it's...
Get it? For hug.
Bear with me. Okay, and this indicates how close we are to the end. Oh, that's the same one. Salakia. Bear with me. I thought I just got this one. ABC News. Okay, MSNBC. Let's get this one. Okay, Joy. Okay, here we go, right here.
DeSantis. We begin tonight with the open, unabashed rise of anti-Semitism.
Boom. Okay, so this is 10 days ago, too, letting you know that they have launched their campaign. The open, unabashed rise of this word, right? From leading figures on the right. No. Okay, MSNBC 10 days ago. Let's listen to that again. And this is them launching or coming in like a flood. All right? It starts in the media. They demonize us so that when they run up on us to grab us up, they'll be justified in doing so. Okay?
By Ron DeSantis. We begin tonight with the open, unabashed rise of anti-Semitism. Over the weekend, a hate group hung a banner over a busy Los Angeles freeway in support of Kanye West, who as of this evening has lost his agent and his lawyer after a bizarre descent into anti-Semitic hate on social media, including declaring, quote, DEFCON 3 against Jewish people.
Okay, stop right there. DEFCON refers to defensive mode, protecting yourself. Okay, so they're skewing that whole thing right here. But what did it say right here that they chose to, why did they choose to blank this out? They're showing all this other stuff that goes along with their narrative, but they sure did. There was a couple of scriptures here. Okay. Revelation 2 and 9. And I forget exactly what it was. John 14, I believe. 14th chapter. All right. and it clearly exposed people that are calling themselves us. So here is their pretense. This is a pretense for coming against the men of the Lord, letting you know what, okay, that then shall the end come. Going back here. Let's go here real quick. Let's go back to Matthew. Okay. See, because this is so big, it's around the world right now. And the world is watching. And let me say this. Outside of America, Babylon the Great, people know that we are the children of Israel. They know that. It's just not well known here because of the vast brainwashing that has gone on. They certainly know who the children of Israel are in Africa because there's a bunch of us over there that weren't brainwashed out of our culture. All right? Matthew 24:14 again. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Well, putting it on the news, okay? Wait a minute. What do you mean Kanye is right? Let me figure out, well, what did he say? What did he say? Let me go find out. That is the word being preached unto all nations, all over the world. Okay? Letting you know how close we are to the end, and then shall the end come. All right? Now, they know that they have but a short time. Let's get that. So what are they going to do? They're coming. All right? They're coming like a flood. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. They know between now and the end of the year, okay, between early November, right now, they already started. They started in October. Now they're going to make a hard push to do what? To demonize us so that they can come after us. Why? Because we're at the end. Let's get Revelation 7. Okay. Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind, right, that destroying wind, should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Trees represent people. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, nor the people, till we have sealed the servants of our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, in their foreheads. So those angels are almost, they're about to let go the 4 winds. Why? Because of this. Because of Matthew. Right? Because the gospel of the kingdom is being preached. And now the end is here. We're at the end. All right? So what's going to happen? The enemy is going to come in like a flood, right? They're going to throw some of us into prison. That ye may be tried. Okay? We're very, very close to the end. And see, all these things, right, are going to happen. The famine. Okay? World War III. All of these things are stacked and ready to go like within a week. They could let go of the four winds this week. Blackouts. Uh, they got this heart machine. Okay. Concentration camps. All right. Civil war, race war. They have everything ready. Right? Because they know they have to make a move before they get found out. All right. Revelation 2 and 9. 2 and 10, Salakia. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, okay, shall cast some of you into prison. What are they doing? They're coming in like a flood to cast some of us into prison. Now, who is some of you? Some of you brothers that are out there on the street pushing this word, okay? They know exactly who we are, and now it's time for them to come and get us. Signifying what? That it's the end. That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now it's time to shoot for the crown, no matter what. Okay? And I'll end it right there. Revelation 3 and 10. Or is it 11? 11. Okay? Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. All right? Unto death. So what if you die? This thing's over anyway. If you die, you're right back on that chariot. You're in the kingdom. That's a win. All right? Yeah, we still got the MOT to the B. All right? We still got to go through the trouble, which hasn't ramped all the way up yet, but it will. And when it does, hey, guess what? That's standard, right? The standard is coming. Where's it at? I know I'm convoluted, but okay. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and I skipped all of that. So Isaiah 59:19. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Against who? The enemy. Hey, you ain't just going to run roughshod. All right? It ain't going to go well for you. All right? Ask Hancock. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. Here we go. The movie is getting real good. We hope that the elect were edified, you brothers and few sisters. With that, we can say shalom.